like we've always had a lot of banter. I love when he's posting stuff and like trying to get a reaction, and like he thinks that he's gonna win. It's amazing. So we are now on week 2. My week has been good. A little bit of a rough day yesterday. I woke up feeling pretty sick. I had really low heart rate variability. My resting heart rate was elevated. I also had a headache. I was really lethargic. That really worried me. So I took a really easy day, cancelled my evening. All my clients had an early night, took loads of extra vitamin C, and I woke up feeling amazing this morning. I am good to go, but I had a small moment there where I thought, oh my God, imagine if I get sick now, it's going to give Ray a chance to catch up. Thankfully, that is not the case. So, don't say so. I have received my first welcome email from Marlin for their program called Mind Body Mastery. So we're going through the whole intake process just like any of their other clients. We're tracking how I sleep, we're tracking how I eat, and we're tracking all our bio data. So I use this Oura Ring and dog fluff. And this tracks everything. So, can you see this? So these are all the things that's tracking. Readiness, heart rate variability, resting heart rate, total amount of time that I'm sleeping. The challenge so far has been great. There have been a few days where I've gone, oh my God, what did we get ourselves into? I'm pretty sure Ray's felt the same way a few times. Training is going really well. Marlin is a really great coach. The best coaches really take into account the person that's in front of them. They're going to listen to what you say. They're going to make sure that your lifestyle and your goals are taken into account when you do the programming. And then even yesterday when I wasn't feeling well, as soon as I realized that I wasn't feeling good, I sent her a message and let her know what was going on, so that if something did happen and we had to change things and change our strategy a little bit, she was always in the loop, and she's been really supportive in those moments. So we had a preparation week before the official start, which means I've actually been kind of testing the training for 3 weeks now. The first week was just trying to find like how to do the movements and sort of familiarize yourself with the program and the nutrition plan. And then the last 2 weeks I've been able to really push the intensity, and I'm really feeling good. I'm enjoying feeling like my body's really worked again. It's the same feeling I used to have when I was competing, like waking up in the morning just a little bit sore everywhere. That is a really like rewarding feeling, knowing that you've worked hard and pushed your body in that way. So I'm really enjoying working with it. So this is where it's been a really interesting change for me, that I have always trained for performance before. Either trained to be the fittest and the fastest, or I've trained to be the strongest. And now I'm training for what do I look like. I said to Marlin that I wanted to work on growing. So now doing a whole workout practically that's really focused on just growing my delts is like really unusual idea for me, but I'm enjoying the challenge of it as well. Other thing that I really liked when I received the program from Marlin was that she has a suggested list of supplements that she sends across that had really taken into account the fact that I'm going to be at a calorie deficit, that I am going to be under more stress on my body. So the supplements, we're looking at how do we support the immune system so that I'm not going to get sick. Now she's got me having dextrose and essential amino acids when I train first thing in the morning, so that my body has some fuel to use during the training session. And so those are like small details that do matter, and that's where having a coach to sort of keep you accountable. It's these small details of the timing and how you can better support the body in the work that it's doing that will take you that little bit further in your performance and in your results. They can be the differentiator for you being number one on the podium or being third on the podium. Before lockdown, I was living by myself. Everything has really been up to me about how I choose to spend my time, what I spend my time on, who I spend my time with. Since the isolation, I realized I really needed some company. Being alone for long extended periods of time and working from home was not good for my mental health. I also decided to adopt a dog because I wanted company. Now, Hugo is a giant, big, adorable teddy bear, but he is also needing of lots of exercise. So there's 2 more hours of my day. And on top of that, I just started dating someone. I know Ray was hoping that I would start dating someone who would sabotage me. But that is not the case. Obviously, it's very early stages. We're just starting to get to know each other, but I'm very clear with my boundaries. For me, massive, giant tick was when the first date, I was like, I've just adopted this dog and I really can't go out. And he offered to come and walk the dog with me. He's really very adaptable and, has his own life going on, so isn't like demanding of my time, but is also very supportive in we'll say, oh, you haven't had your meal yet. We need to make sure that your meal is eaten at the appropriate time, and he's checking that I'm getting enough sleep and those things. So is really very supportive. So now I have all of these other things that I have to balance with my time. The nice thing is that this isn't foreign to me. I've done all of this before. I've done working multiple jobs. I've done training to compete. I've done the fitting in, all of the stuff that I'm doing right now before. Just a transition from what my life was like for the last 6 months. So it's just a little bit of getting used to. So Ray and I have been working together for a few years. We're very close friends, and we do confide in each other on things that are happening in our lives. We've always had a lot of banter. I love when he's posting stuff and trying to get a reaction, and he thinks that he's gonna win. It's amazing. But at the same time, I also am really supportive of him. I've seen how he's kind of let his health and fitness go in sacrifice of the business and other things in the last few years. I've seen him sacrifice so much, and it's really going to be so beneficial for him doing this challenge, he's made massive strides in his training, just getting some more sleep. So I am supportive of him. I want him to continue making these positive changes, but at the same time, there's no way he's going to beat me. I think no matter who wins, I think the biggest thing is that the person who loses will not ever be able to live that down. We'll hear about it forever. So if he loses, he's definitely going to hear about it forever. And I know that the same is true if I was to lose. But all is fair in love and war, as they say.